All right, ladies and gentlemen, what a week we have had. We are about to embark on 7 races in 10 days, 6 of those with the World of Outlaws in our 410 sprint car, and then one lone 360 show up at the Grays Harbor Raceway while we were in Washington, and then we head south to California to kind of finish the second half of that. Welcome back to today's video, and happy that you guys get the chance to hang out with us today. If you've been following all the videos lately, you saw in our last show, we won a Western Sprint Tour feature at my local racetrack, the Southern Oregon Speedway. Paid $2,000 to win. Always nice to be parked in victory lane, but more special when it's in front of all your local friends and family and supporters and all that. So we ran Friday and Saturday here 25 minutes from the shop, and then Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday we had to turn everything around to leave Wednesday when I'm shooting this clip to head north to race in Burlington, Washington to start the West Coast Outlaw Swing. And we absolutely worked our tails off to make that happen. Now when I say we, I'm referring to Carly, my sister, my dad, our friend Skylar, who was up here Sunday through Tuesday working on whatever needed to be done, and then myself. So between us 4, we made that happen. And I know some of you guys are probably thinking like, Tanner, 3 days sounds like plenty of time to just like get a race car ready and go and load and just head north. Which you are partially correct, but there was a lot more jobs to do than just our regular maintenance program. So to put it in short form, it literally felt like we did everything you would do to a sprint car to go through and check all the boxes or cross your T's and dot your I's, as you would say, to be ready. And we did this because we are facing the World of Outlaws, the best of the best, and they basically do that every night, it seems like, to be prepared. So we want to be on that level as well. And on top of getting our primary car ready, we had to build a spare car to put upstairs in our trailer just to be even more prepared for all the races we have ahead. So when I say we worked our tails off, I mean that. I mean, Skylar, Carly, my dad, heads were down, working, just whatever needed to be done, let's get it done and let's keep moving forward. So here was kind of an update after Sunday, and we got started with this process. Just a quick update on where the car's at and what we got done for today. Obviously, the engine is out. Well, first I should say we washed everything, got it all cleaned up. That included the mule, the quad, all of our tires. And speaking of tires, look at all of these empty wheels right here. All of these are gonna be mounted tomorrow. Skylar, who was helping me in the shop today, literally did every single one of these. There's 5 right rears, 5 left rears, and 2 fronts there. And for anyone that's, had to be a tire guy before or done that job knows that it's not always the most fun thing. So he did a great job getting through those in a timely manner. And it's dark, but you can see this little pile here behind. These are all the tires that we dismounted. We are not throwing all of those away. Actually, pretty much everything we dismounted is now just gonna be put in a pile where we're gonna use later in the season or save for next season or just whenever it's gonna fit into our program. When you race with the World of Outlaws, you have to run an H right rear, Hoosier tire, and an H left rear, Hoosier tire. And everything we had mounted up was either a medium, which is also legal, but we're mainly gonna be on the H for the right rear, and then all of our RD stuff was mounted up for the left side, which is not legal in the 410. So we had to dismount all those, put them in a pile. We're not throwing them away. We're definitely not throwing them away in the tire shortage. And we're just gonna put those to the side, let them collect a little bit of dust, and then get them back on the 18T at some point. Then you saw we pulled the motor out. After we did that, we had to get to the drive shaft to re-grease it. So we had to disconnect everything from the rear end, the radius rod, take off the bird cages, take off the rear arms, also get those bars out to re-grease them, and then get to that drive shaft in there. So we re-greased that. Now we're kind of in the process of getting the rear end all back to where it's supposed to be. If you're an expert and you're looking at this doesn't look right. It's not. Like I said, we just kind of hooked it up and it's sitting here at the current moment. We have to get our bird cages set. We have to get our rear arms on, or at least on this side. And once that is done, we should be looking pretty good to just drop an engine in and kind of finish up all the last minute touches to get this thing to be ready to race with the best 410 sprint car drivers in the world. I'm looking forward to it. We got more work to do tomorrow though. So you guys know I admit when I'm wrong. Originally, I wasn't gonna have my buddy Skylar come up till Monday morning because I knew we were gonna have to do a lot, but I kind of just underestimated it. I'm like, we'll just hit it hard Monday and get it all done and then load Tuesday morning and be good to go. But my dad mentioned, he's like, you should probably rethink that and just have him come up a day earlier and you guys just get going. And we did that. You saw that we got a bunch done, and then we worked all day Monday, and here was kind of the update at the end of all that. This is what was in the fuel filter?
Yeah. Fly was in there this time.
No way. That's funny. So we're just wrapping up everything for this Monday night. I feel smoked. We worked from like 9:30 a.m., which isn't like super early. I got up, I had other things that I was going on, just like social media stuff. Came down to the shop, Skylar came over, my dad's been here most of the day. Today we got the backup car mostly finished up. It actually looks like a sprint car. It was pretty much a bare frame at like 4 p.m. And then here's the car that, of course, we are going to be running up north at Skagit and Grays Harbor. Got the 410 engine in it today. Got all the rear end stuff put back together. Then you can also see our fresh rubber mounted on the back. That was one of the first things we did this morning, was just get all of our new tires and a couple used ones lined out and picked out which wheel, which offsets we needed, and then got all of that in order so we could see stagger and what our options were going to be. So Dad's just finishing up the fuel filter. Like I said, then we'll finish this thing in the morning and we'll be ready for hopefully only like a half day tomorrow. Half day, start maybe once again around like 9 o'clock, be done by maybe loaded by 3. We'll say 3 p.m. in the afternoon is the goal. So after 2 solid days of work, we were very close to just being able to load everything in the trailer and call it good. But we woke up Tuesday morning. First, we had to fire the 410. And then also we did the usual, we scaled the car and we had to finish up the spare car and then take it out to my dad's work so we could load it in our big trailer. It's good so far.
It's like we knew what we're doing, man.
All right, good job. All loaded up Tuesday at 5:13 p.m. Tuesday, August 30th. And we got to work, let's see, Sunday pretty early, worked all day Sunday, or most of the day, and then worked all of yesterday. Woke up this morning, got to the shop, and been going probably since like 8:30, 9 o'clock. And now, 5 p.m., the car's all loaded. And if we had to, we could pull out right now and hit the road. So that was our Sunday through Tuesday chaos here at THR, but the good news is we got the job done, everything's loaded, and we will be hitting the road in just a little bit. And to finish the video, I figured I would give my final thoughts before we truly do tackle the World of Outlaws, the greatest show on dirt. Guys like Brad Sweet, David Gravel, Donnie Schatz. I feel much better than I did in 2021. That was my first rodeo. I'd never ran with them before. And in 2022 now, I have some more laps in a 410 at Skagit between the 4 races we got to run with the Prelude Dirt Cup and the Dirt Cup. And to note, we ran second at their big 10,000 to win show in the 360 behind Trey Starks and had incredible speed there. So I just think as a driver, if I can get in my rhythm, and we're not even focused on the whole night. For us, it's all about qualifying because it's huge. Being straight up, if you qualify good, you start farther up front and you tend to have a better result. The farther you get buried back in the pack, it's just so difficult to go forward with how quick each driver is. So that's kind of that. I'm just focusing on those 2 green flag laps at the beginning of each night. If I can do my job there, the rest of it should take care of itself. If you can't make it to Skagit this weekend, make sure to tune in live on Dirt Vision. Otherwise, I will be seeing you at the track. Deuces.